Alright guys, so we're gonna get started. Now I took this wig out of my wig basket. Now this wig is a year old, sis. It's a little crusty, dusty, it's balding in certain areas, but I'm like, we finna use it for this look, okay? So this is my first time doing something like this, so y'all don't come for me if it don't look like it's supposed to look, because I don't know. So this is what my unit looks like after it's been washed for the first time in a year. And sis, them curls bounce back, okay? Bounce back. If your curls don't do this after a year, you don't got no good hair, okay? So this is the hair that I use, to create the butterfly locks. This is, I think it's a Lulutress, okay? I bought about 6 to 12 packs. I only used 7.5, but I got 6 1Bs and 6 1s because, they ran out of 1Bs. So, yeah. And it's 18 inches, by the way. But I got some rubber bands as well. You can get these from, well, not them, but you get some from Dollar Tree from $1. You ain't got it like that. I don't know how much I paid for the rubber bands. But anyway, and I got some gel. Alright guys, this is not a tutorial. I'm just saying, letting you guys know now. If you want a tutorial, I would definitely recommend you watching the chick Natural. She did hers fire. When I say fire, fire, okay? But this is just what I did because this is not a tutorial. But I did take some steps out of her video to include in mine because, like I said, I never did this before, so I didn't know what I was doing. All right, but basically, I'm just gonna do this in do the rubber band method. I am using this gel because for some reason my Eco Styling gel always disappears, and it's weird because it literally be right in my face and then I can't find it. But anyway, I use this. I took each section to prep it. I put some gel on it, some got to be glue spray, and water as well to get it all nice, neat, and laid. I feel like the rubber band method for me is just easier and it's quicker because nobody has time to be sitting up braiding each section. Like, no. Now you can make these sections how big or small that you want them. I don't know why I have an eye for small braids or small locks or whatever you want to call them, but I always be doing stuff small. But honestly, the density on it was probably too thick for my liking. So I would have, if I could go back and do it again, I would just not do them as small, okay? But I'm just gonna do this until it's complete. Alright, so I'm gonna make sure I do pull out the baby hairs. Like I said, this this wig is old, it's balding, I did pluck it when I first installed it, so this is probably why it looks like that. But yeah, make sure you pull those out before you put your rubber bands on. So this is her completed, okay? And she's a vibe. Look how nice and neat that this came out. Like if I had braided it, since it would have not looked like that, it would have looked raggedy. But I am very pleased so far at how it's looking. Alright guys, so I'm just showing you the crochet hair before we get ready to install it. Off camera, I do try a row. This is my first row ever doing this, so I tried it off camera and I actually did 2 rows just so I could, get a feel of what I was doing. It took me some time, I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, what? It was slipping and some more stuff, so this is it. It's different. It's different for me, okay? It's different. So basically what I did was take 2 pieces of the crochet braid hair, I guess that's what you call it, and I folded it in half, but I made sure one side was shorter than the other. The shorter side I am going to blend with the wigs hair. I don't know why, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just seen the Chick Natural do that and it works fine for the length that it was giving me. So basically you're gonna just do a basic braid, and you want to braid well, not even halfway down, I would say an inch or so down. When braiding in the hair, just make sure you don't mix the wigs hair in with the crochet hair, because you don't do that. Make sure the the wigs hair stays by itself, because you're going to blend that in after you braid it down the inch with the shorter side of that. You remember when I said I folded it in half? So then you're going to wrap the longer side around that to cover up the braid. Now, I don't know how to explain this part. I was just making some loose, some tight, some loose, some tight, and it just gave me that, I guess, that butterfly effect. So that's pretty much what I did. There is plenty of tutorials on butterfly locks on YouTube. Like I said, this ain't no tutorial, so it's just what I did, and it just worked for me. Okay. Once I got down to the end, or the length that I desired, I took it and flipped it up. As you guys can see here, I just folded it up in a loop and just began to wrap it upward, back up the braid until I cannot no more, and it just creates this little, this little butterfly lock. So like I said, it was different for me. I would say it was a little bit tricky too with the texture of this wig, because sis, I thought that the braid was on there and it was slipping off. Like, I would get done so many and go back and look, and it was slipping off the rubber band. So when you're doing it on the wig, you got to make sure your grip game is on 100, or your lock is just gonna slip right on out, because that's what it was doing to me, and it was making me frustrated. So that's the only thing I would have said that tripped me up during this whole process. But anything other than that, it was pretty much a breeze. All right, so this is the back completed. For some reason, I just had the urge to take some grease to try to grease this grease the scalp. I'm like, wait, this is a whole wig. I don't know what made me think that thought. I laughed so hard. I'm like, why am I trying to grease a wig? Like, this is not a scalp, a real life scalp. But it's giving me real life scalp vibes though, okay? But this is how we're looking, okay? So we are about to install this bad boy, and like I said, this is a different hairstyle for me. I haven't wore anything like this in my life, so I was just looking like, sis, I'm about to be out here looking smugly, okay? So basically, I'm just gonna install it like I do any other install. This is my melting spray by Wig Dealer. I love this stuff. So yeah, all the products and stuff that I use, I will list it in the description section below. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up, sis, because I'm just gonna install it like I normally do, and I don't want to do a bunch of talking because there's really nothing to it. So also I want to say that I was struggling with my baby hairs to this day. So my baby hairs wasn't on point like they are in any other video. If you guys are new, I didn't want that to be y'all's first impression of my baby hairs looking all crazy and my contour not blended. But just forgive me, okay? Don't come for my foundation. Don't come for my contouring on this day as well, because honey, I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, no, it was my lighting, to be honest. My lighting with my new backdrop, it was not giving me, it was not serving me life, okay? So I was struggling a little bit with keeping the lighting at one setting, but I'm talking too much right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. And if you guys are not already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, make sure your notifications on. And until my next video, yeah, your girl will see you later. Let me know if you guys want me to do more stuff like this, be more a little bit, you know, creative. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye, guys.